You know, as I become older and see many game series come and go, it can be a bit hard to not become jaded. From the FPS genre, to fighting games, and even RPGs, it can be very difficult to find a title that makes one feel that childlike splendor at experiencing a new title. Then I played Mario Kart 8. Oh yes, Nintendo's newest attempt to create a title that will hopefully showcase the capability of the Wii U in a fashion that will make consumers willing to pick up said console. So, how does the 8th installment of this extremely popular franchise hold up? Especially considering the pressure put upon this title by fans and critics alike? Well, I suppose it's time to fuel up and start our engines. So this time around, there are 32 different tracks for you to explore. 16 of these tracks are brand new, and the other 16 are tracks from previous Mario Karts. The retro tracks range from the SNES, to Mario Kart 64, to Double Dash, and there are even a couple from Mario Kart 7. Now, some of you may be thinking, but I've already played these maps before. Isn't it a waste to have half of the maps from games I've already beaten? In a word, no. While these maps will be extremely familiar to those who have played them, the additions to the gameplay of this title have greatly expanded, and this builds upon the already greatly designed maps. But before I get into gameplay, let's take a look at these new maps. Well, honestly, I really can't say that I dislike any of these courses. Each one is vastly different from the rest in their design, atmosphere, size, and length. But let's not forget the new gameplay elements. Now, those of you familiar to the series know that the choruses can get a little insane, but until now I have yet to see a track in which you drive up a waterfall. That's right, in addition to both gliding and driving underwater, there are now instances in which the tracks switch you to anti-gravity, which allows for some experiences that are rarely found outside of roller coasters. But that's not all that's new. Along with the familiar items at your disposal, such as mushrooms, shells, and bananas, there are now 4 new items this time around. There is the boomerang, which, well, is a boomerang. Then there's the piranha plant, which gives you a boost when it gets to chomp on items and other drivers. The 8 symbol gives you one of every item in the event that you fail extremely hard and end up behind almost everyone. And then there's the super horn. What does this item do? Well, it destroys any shell thrown at you and causes nearby racers to spin out. But surely I don't mean that this item can counter the one item that has been the bane of players' existence since Mario Kart 64. Oh, trust me, I do. I cannot possibly explain to you the pure joy I felt when using this item to deny some 10th place punk a chance to knock me out of the race. While racing, you will find coins lying around the track. You can collect up to 10 coins per race, and these coins allow you to unlock new karts, wheel types, and parachutes, ranging from motorbikes to wooden wheels, and of course, a teddy bear. Because why the hell not? Oh, but let's not forget the online multiplayer. For this mode, you can either play a versus race, a battle minigame, or you can play with custom rules. To my surprise, the online component of this game works like a charm. Matchmaking took very little time, and the roulette style of voting for maps ensures that everyone gets a fair chance to have their course picked. As I said, this game consists of 32 courses, and you can unlock 14 characters on top of the 16 characters available from the start. Add on the online multiplayer, and it's safe to say that this game can keep you entertained for a long time. Now for the reviewing. The gameplay in this title works about as well as you'd expect. The only real difference between the characters is their weight class, which is only taken into consideration when choosing a cart, wheels, and parachute. In other words, it really is the car and not the person driving it. But hey, with all of these possible customizations, it's pretty hard to not find a combination that matches your playstyle. Now, if you so choose, you can use the Wii U gamepad or the Wiimote to play with motion control steering. I used this a couple of times, and it does work about as well as motion controls can be expected, but I personally prefer the old double thumb routine, so I just stuck with the standard controls. Once you get to the race, there is the standard 50, 100, and 150cc. While the only real difference is the speed at which the racers go, this by no means that your opponents will take it easy on you. In fact, this title has convinced me that Nintendo is moving away from their image of making quote-unquote easy games. Because if I had a nickel for every time I was bombarded with green, red, and blue shells, all while right in front of the finish line, well, I'd have around a quarter, but you get my point. But these graphics, holy hell, these graphics. I was downright giddy when I popped this game in and was finally able to play Mario Kart in HD. The attention to detail in the karts, racers, items, and environments is downright stunning, and greatly showcases the capabilities of the Wii U. From the beautifully festive Royal Raceway, to a San Francisco-inspired city, and yes, of course, Rainbow Road. Each and every course looks not only beautiful, but they all differ greatly from the last. Now let's talk music. Well, do I even need to say it? Of course the music in this game is amazing. Whether listening to the remixed retro choruses, or the brand new ventures down the raceway, each musical track is masterfully composed and is already getting stuck in my head. Sheesh, this is gonna be just like Super Mario 3D World, isn't it? So, in conclusion, who would I recommend this game to? Well, do you own a Wii U? If so, then purchase this game. Do you not own a Wii U? If not, then go get one, and then purchase this game. I'll wait. Well, while you're out doing that, I know I'll continue enjoying this game and achieving victory, one blue shell at a time.